scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 56. Mike.
Now Murray off play action. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. Hassan Reddick coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
56, check 56. Coming to you, coming to you.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The throw over the middle taken in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Murray now to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Murray to air it out again. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now it's Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side complete to Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down. There the Cardinals push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now is Murray, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. And 58's the money.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right back to Drake. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I'm going back to you. I'm going.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. On the return is Peterson. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Let's go, Abby. Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down and 4. Murray, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Open man is Kirk, complete. The pickup there, 5 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion.
47.
Throwing is Murray on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Murray. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But